Today we are in Kendall Yards here in Spokane, where we have our retail store right downtown. So I'm gonna walk you through like all the intention, all the design of the space, the atmosphere, the clothing racks, all the little pieces that really make this store so special for us. This is our flagship store. Obviously, you know, we sell to a ton of stores around the Northwest. This is the only one that's our own. And this was a huge undertaking. We've been here for about 2 years now. But before we do, whenever we're here, we gotta head over to New Love Coffee, go grab some coffee. You want coffee?
Yes, I do.
Ice or hot? We're kind of like 50 degrees.
Get a coin.
Oh, we need the hot or cold, hot or cold. Okay, yeah. I shaved my face. I probably haven't shaved my whole face in like years. I do it one time and look what happens. Baby face. Malik said I look 25. I'm 38 years old. But look what you got. You got pretty boy. You got pretty boy.
God. Look at that. Oh man.
How do you focus this thing? Oh, there we go.
Ring, yeah.
Oh, pretty boy.
Hey.
I'd say those are our new rapper names, Pretty Boy and Babyface. This was on a vlog, I don't know, a few months back. Before wintertime, we put all these up. We realized all the real estate on this glass right here in the main walkway, we should probably put some graphics up because we're making all these graphics anyways for Instagram and social media stuff and emails. So we literally took like Instagram carousels and just printed them. This signage was a pretty big deal. Man, it kind of looks dirty. I wanted you to be able to see the store when you're driving down Monroe Street Bridge, but originally they mounted it kind of center to the building and not with the road. So then they had to take it down and remount it. Man, we need a there's like a bird shit on that side. All right, we'll have to get somebody up there to wash that thing. I think we have a ladder.
Just get one of the
like that.
One of the store boys.
We call them the retail boys. There's actually a text thread, Mike's on it. Just retail boys, everything retail. Which, also funny, we kind of have some of our signs from like Black Friday, I think, are still up. So we need to swap these signs out. But you still actually, one cool thing we do in the store, because online you get free shipping over 99 bucks. I'm like, well, people in the store should get something cool too. So if you spend 99 bucks in the store, we have like a whole display case and you get to like pick a gift out, which is like beanies and stuff.
That's cool.
Which is kind of like, you know, you go play to like Bumpers or Wonderland and you get the tickets and you get to like buy something out of the display case. Yeah. It's kind of the nostalgic feeling. You get to pick something out of the prizes, but
it's warmer than I expected.
Oh yeah, you sweat. You got to get that sweater off. Yo, what's up, Brandon? How's it going? When I was designing the store, it was actually like, it was really, really hard. We had actually a blank slate. When we moved in, there was like no back wall. Like literally the contractor was like, yeah, tell us where you want the wall. So we walked it out and I had to try to envision it that way. And then I really was like, how do we encompass the brand into a physical space, which is like so hard. As a graphic designer, I'm not an interior designer. I don't know how to merchandise a store. So this was a huge, huge stretch for me to figure out. But I knew it needed to be like inspiring. I knew it had to be true to the brand. I knew it had to feel like the outdoors. It's like why you see this whole floor, a buddy of mine, Chase, did. And I just told him like, dude, make it feel earthy, make it feel organic. I wanted to feel like water and then put some browns in there so it feels like dirt. He absolutely nailed that. You know, right here, like we wanted it to be inspiring. So when you walk in, this is not your practice life. Like I hope that gets people thinking and being super intentional with their day. You know, how that flows over from their day and then it goes to their relationships, which goes into their life. You know, we want the brand to inspire people beyond. Obviously, we love the outdoors. We love it here in Spokane. We love the Northwest. How does that affect you day to day? So we want to inspire people. So that's why we have this. It has to, just as a piece of inspiration, some people have probably seen it. We put that subtly in a lot of branding. And also knowing it, like it has to be super cool. I don't know how many pieces of wood are back there. I had to find a guy on Craigslist. And then essentially we just had to cut them all. We just had to right out front, just chop saw, cut these things up.
You did it all right here?
Right
outside?
Right out front. And then actually it was like during when it was cold and the sawdust froze to the ground. It was a whole thing. And then all these are just like liquid nails to the wall. And it's funny because the only reason I know about liquid nails is because we used to create, you know, cinder block ledges with angle iron when we would skate.
Oh yeah.
So all these photos that are up above, up here, like all these prints, I shot all those on film on all different types of film. Some are Polaroids, some are 35, some are medium format. But this is so true to how the brand started with skateboarding and road trips and just hanging out with my buddies. So I thought like, what an awesome nod to where this started. That logo, like I just made that thing, you know, with all the moss, like hot glued moss on it through some LEDs. The glass that we have here, like this display, I just found on Craigslist. Bought that like secondhand. Then my buddy Mike built this cash wrap for it. So this table, like I don't know how to do woodworking, but I do know how to weld. Welded this display up. Oh, the big one we just took out, but I built this big old dog. This thing's so stout, so we welded that up, bought the steel, just bolted the wood. So yeah, this serves as like our kind of our sales rack. And then this is cool. This Pendleton buck, a couple things about this. My buddy Chase, he made this Faraway Lovely, is his company. And what was really cool, we were just texting about this. He just celebrated his like 10-year anniversary of his brand. And I was like, dude, congratulations, because it feels like just yesterday he would make these keychains for us, like on the side while he had a real job, like meeting you up in the parking lot of your work, buying keychains. And now he's got a full-on business. And what's cool, so this buck, Chase is such an awesome dude. I knew we were building this really kind of grand store. So I hit up Chase, I said, hey, what's one project no client has given you yet? And he sends me like just like the frame of this buck. I was like, let's do it. This will be really sweet. And then I believe this fabric is actually from a Nike Pendleton collab. So it's not like there's any logos. So it was kind of this special fabric. It is real antlers. Everything else is fake. The light above it. The inspiration for this light actually came from a local coffee shop up on the South Hill called Revel 77. They have this big logo lit up like this. And I just thought it was the coolest thing. So I'm like, we got to do that. This is probably one of the most expensive things to build. Not to build, we had it made, obviously. From that, this is actually 2 old like military cots that I bought in Idaho at a thrift store. And I was like, I know this can be a display. So they're actually sideways. I bolted them together. Our logo's kind of wood burned. Little subtle things, put our logo there. This was given to me from my mother-in-law. She's like, hey, you should have this. Slide that thing on there. So I had this sitting in my garage. I'm like, oh, this will be perfect on here. So that became a display. And then actually these big racks that are bolted to the wall, I built these things. My dad and I built these. There's 2 of them. And then you can see like this rack across the top is just a pole. When we're running out of space to merchandise, I'm like, where do we go? And that was like super easy. Went to Home Depot, grabbed a pole, boom, mounted that on. This mirror, which doesn't seem, you know, all that crazy. I bought one for my house, but I bought 2 because I'm like, whenever we have a store, and then once we did, I'm like, sweet. Obviously we made this thing, made this display in like a day.
That was fun.
Out of the ladder. That was at the office. This thing is literally made out of garbage. What's kind of cool is also the way these are designed here. These actually double as like storage. Extra backstock is all in here.
Oh, that's cool.
Because that was one thing, I think we're like 900 square feet. So we're like super limited to where we can store stuff. And we'll go up to the mezzanine too. We'll check that out. This is kind of cool. Like this crate here was actually an old whiskey crate. We got this at an antique store. And again, I bought it. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I'm like, oh, this just feels rustic and cool. Now our store manager, AJ, like he does such a good job beyond what I'm capable of like building these displays. All this is our new Apex tees. All 5 of these. This is honestly probably one of my favorite products we've done. This is just, you can see it looks like just a normal blank t-shirt, but this is a 5.3 ounce. It's a heavier weight, and each one just has a monochromatic, a little side hit. That's the only branding there is. You see the little V-cut. All these the new Essentials line, super simple. We want to be like your favorite go-to shirt. Sorry, we kind of made our way back to the front of the store. So when you come in, we have this whole back wall. So we put a TV up there so you can see what's happening. Like right now, kind of ending our kind of Gianna collab, probably update the video. We have the whole back wall. These slats right here, super intentional. When you walk in, the first thing you see isn't like our back storage room. You know, your eye's gonna go out, everything out here. And then, you know, this first rack is just kind of a highlight of brand stuff, a mix of stuff that's also out in the store. Mannequins are just what's current, what's like the newest stuff. So part of our Essentials, Canon, kind of heavyweight hoodies, and our Apex tees. The whole display that AJ built is sweet with like the waffle knits, the belts. I mean, that's one thing, like our belts are so awesome. So we just wanted a good essential basic line. It's just so simple, kind of what we have going here. Like this, just had to get kind of creative, you know, with the sewing machine, which pieces falling off it. Painted that thing black. This is just like, you can get this anywhere. This came from like Uline, bolted that guy to the wall. I did build this. I'm not like great at woodworking, but I did build this kind of janky shelf, to be honest. Built that guy, and then we have our dressing room, which, check this out. It's super, nothing but like a mirror, and then like check out this old school skateboard. It's not even Vans, but it says like off the wall. A super high-tech design, construction of surf-type skateboard, and best image training for surfing and tube riding. Yeah. Aspect Products Queensland. I wonder what even year that is. So yeah, that's a change room. What sometimes we use it as storage. Here we just keep, you know, a lot of t-shirts. We added a bunch of lighting. We have our new cereal duffels. Those are in like 4 different colors. And our bigger Canon duffels. The cereal duffels are a good weekend bag, day trip. The Canon duffels, they're a bit bigger, a few more pockets, a little more stout. Yeah, I will say like this spot right here was kind of the first piece was like of what's going in the store. Like it was, my buddy Ben was like, what if you had a shelf with like some hooks? So when I was kind of in a block of how to design it, that was it. Oh, I should show you this too. These are actually table legs off a desk that was at the office that we didn't need anymore. That then I was like, those are pretty stout. So those are table legs, and the back, the whole red part, used to sit over here. Those are literally table legs bolted to the wall. And then even the ladder, this is our new Rome.
I'm wearing that one.
Oh, you are wearing that one, yeah. Dude, again, heavyweight, super simple, really boxy, flowy fit. This comes in 3 colors, and the mineral wash, these are just such a cool garment. We've never done anything like this. So again, this is part of the Essentials line, and a million stickers. We do them for $1 in the retail store, which is cool too. Oh, we forgot about the little Z50. Because we ripped this thing, the Z50. So this thing came
it's one of the first vlogs
from Facebook Marketplace. This dude restored it, and growing up racing motocross, I'm like, gosh, we need a dirt bike in here. Found this guy, and then found this maybe like a couple weeks later, and I'm like, oh, this will be great. We'll kind of make this scene. So that Z50 will probably never see the dirt just because it's so clean. I don't want to get it dirty. So this ladder is actually also intentional. So it's on wheels, you can get by, but also, you know, geez, that thing's janky. Some L&I claim or something. You know, this right here, blocking so when you see back, but then also, you know, we keep the light off back there so it's not drawing attention in, and then this also helps kind of block it a little bit. I don't know what's upstairs in the mezzanine, but it might be a cool view at least. So head up there. This thing's not too bad. I haven't been up here, honestly, it might be like a year. See all these beanies on this thing? I smoked my head on this thing multiple times. That's why there's all those beanies. A little faux office space. You'd probably sleep up here, to be honest. Gianna, here's some of your artwork that you had us hang on to. Carlos, there's the cord.
Is that really the cord?
This is the cord we were looking for.
Man. So now we don't have to keep switching around, huh?
We're bringing this with us. So nice. It looks like a lot of stuff up here is like other display stuff, party stuff, raffle tickets. A lot of raffle tickets. Why do we have so many raffle tickets? Lights, other displays. Oh, this was when we did a collab with Expo 74, and I found this, just a cheap ass bag. Like, this thing's just such a pile, but how cool! A piece of Spokane history. This was, we have this like on display. Gross. Oh, dude, this was a cool one.
Oh, the clock tower.
Funny thing about the clock tower, my great grandma had one of these when I was a kid, and I thought it was the coolest thing, and then she died, and I'm like, oh, where's that clock tower thing? Never did find it, and then I found one the last like 2 years ago at like an antique store, and I'm like the clock tower is one of the most iconic things in Spokane.
Yeah.
A freaking piggy bank, and even this was made in Spokane.
Is it really?
Spokane Injection Molding Company. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah,
it's made in Spokane. Is this stuff even still being
That's cool.
made here? I wonder where this stuff went. Flag? I don't know.
Your can, balloon thing hanging.
I found this guy outside of the gorge area. There's an antique store that had this, and I'm like, how's this still full of air? It's been full of air since I bought it.
Oh, that's inflated?
And honestly, I don't think I want that in the window. I don't think you want that to get all sun cooked. I'm gonna put that in the shade. I've never seen this before in my life. I wonder if somebody dropped this off. We should probably have these in the store. Freaking custom hangers. That's sick. Whoever dropped this off, I did not have this made. These are sweet. Custom hanger, that's pretty sweet. What is all this stuff up here? Honestly, I think we kind of went through the whole store. I don't really see anything that we need to cover, you know, but I will say one of the things that we love about having the store here in Spokane, it is such an extension of our brand here in our hometown. We absolutely love it. We are just like, as the crow flies, what, like 3 miles that way? You can see the pavilion, especially at night, you can see the pavilion right across the street almost, and from our office you can see the pavilion in the distance, so it's just cool. Straight, it's a straight shot. Obviously we have to weave through town, but yeah, we absolutely, having the store here is such an amazing, awesome staple to the brand. We love it. We love what we're able to do that we can't do online, and engage with customers and do events here. It makes it so special to be here in Spokane. The team here, it's awesome. So if you're ever in Spokane, come through. Actually, if you made it this far in the video, be like, Joel said, I can get whatever I want for half off. Go ahead and they'll just text me and I'll be like, hey, they said they saw it on YouTube. There you go. You heard it. Come to Spokane. We'll run that for like the next 90 days. It's pretty like a long time. I don't know. These things don't get that many views. So probably, yeah, half off. Say Joel sent you. Anyways, bye.